My friend is ruining her life and going back to the man who abandoned her while she was pregnant. Now she lost everything, including our friendship. My best friend is going through a divorce with her husband. We'll call them Alice and Ken. My husband and I have been together for 10 years and have always been close with Ken and Alice. Alice and I have been friends since long before we met either of our partners. My husband and Ken have become good friends over the years and they hang out just the two of them semi-frequently. About a month ago, Ken told Alice he wanted a divorce. She told me for the last 6 months they've been having issues. According to her, the problems stem from Ken's issues with her job. 3 years ago she accepted a promotion at her company. The promotion required her to travel 3 to 4 months out of the year and she works a lot even when she isn't on assignment. She's always been insanely ambitious and successful. I think it's important to note that Ken works full-time as a tradesman. He works out of his shop, metalwork, on their property and stays pretty busy. She makes more than he does, but I wouldn't call her the breadwinner. Alice has a daughter from a previous relationship. Bio dad isn't in the picture and Ken has been her dad since she was 4. According to her, Ken has been asking her to either take a position that requires fewer hours and responsibilities or find a new job that doesn't require any travel. She's been telling him she will but has been putting it off, thinking he'd drop it eventually. This has been going on for a while. It all came to a head when she extended a business trip, while on the trip, and forgot about a family vacation they had planned for when she got back. She didn't consult him about extending her business trip before agreeing to it. She apologized and promised to make it up to him and their daughter. She said she didn't have a choice when it came to extending the business trip. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. Ken was upset but didn't blow up. When she got home though, his stuff was packed and he'd moved most of his shop and tools into storage. He hadn't told her any of this and was acting like everything was fine till this point. She called me and was crushed. She kept saying I didn't think he'd do it over and over. What was at first sadness on her end quickly became resentment/anger when Ken made it clear there was no getting back together. Ken and my husband were in contact during this whole ordeal. Husband knew they were having issues but didn't know the extent of it till after Ken left Alice. Ken told my husband that Alice had been checked out of the relationship ever since she took the new position. They don't do anything as a family anymore. Alice doesn't make time for them to talk when she travels. I guess he asked her for some nudes and sexy dirty talk a few times and she rejected him but had time to go out with coworkers. They don't have intimacy anymore. He voiced these issues numerous times and she blew him off, according to Ken. Everything became much worse after a particular incident that is hard to even type without cringing. Ken and Alice had been separated for about 3 weeks. Their daughter was bouncing back and forth between Ken's apartment and their old home that Alice was staying in. It was Ken's weekend with their daughter. He brings her back on Sunday evenings. Well, Alice went on a bender and literally forgot what day it was. She was so effed up. This isn't like her. She thought it was Saturday. It was Sunday. Ken shows up with their daughter and walks